everyone, it's Kate from Inside Out for Kids, and I just wanted to share some thoughts with you today because I know a lot of families out there might be starting their learning from home journey this week, and I had some thoughts over the weekend I think might help. So I was reading an article about workaholics, which is about adults, but this tendency that we have to be busy or to cope by filling our days up with things. And it was talking about what happens when we're in that pattern of stress or getting things done, when we have a period of enforced stillness. And it kind of sounded familiar to what all of us as a society are going through right now, this enforced stillness, where everything is closed and all the normal things that we normally do are stopped. And we are probably experiencing some of those changes in the adrenaline levels that our bodies are used to. And they talked about the effect of that physically being things like restlessness and tension, not being able to concentrate, things like that. And I thought it might be really helpful to talk to you about the detox days, or this is what we call them in our family, the detox days. Sometimes when as a family we have a really, really busy, intense week, we look forward to Saturdays and we're like, oh, thank goodness the weekend is here. We're going to have coffee, we're going to read the newspaper, everyone's going to sleep in, we're just going to blob and do nothing. And what actually happens in reality, the small people in our family get quite whingy or needy. They get quite uncoordinated, so small injuries happening all the time and then big emotional reactions to those small injuries. There's a lot of sibling conflict. And it's not quite the expectation of the day that we had in mind. And so we came up with this phrase, the detox day, that when we've had a period of stress in our family, the first day of stillness after that period can actually be quite hard work. And I thought that there were some similarities between what we're going through at the moment. And if we think about a modern school day, there's that pressure in the morning, come on, we're going to be late, put your shoes on, get your bag packed. And then there's the bell going throughout the day, and then there's new learning content to get your head around. Then there's the social pressure of figuring out all those social things with friends throughout the day. There's quite a lot of adrenaline spikes of stresses that happen to kids within a school day. And all of that is going to be gone when we start learning from home. And so I just had a few thoughts, and I hope they're really helpful to us. Is that in that detox day, that restlessness, we can sometimes interpret as parents as we're not being interesting or stimulating enough. So there might be some behaviours where approaching you every 20 minutes, I'm bored, what am I going to do? And sometimes we can respond to that with thinking that we have to be super interesting. Thinking, oh no, they're really understimulated. I need to make slime. I need to make exploding volcanoes. We need to do this and that, and all of the stuff that we found on Pinterest. When actually what would be really helpful probably is just a return to basics. So some things like reading alone in their room, snuggling in blankets upside down, however they position themselves to read. Construction toys like Lego. Loose parts play, even outside. So things like sticks and planks of wood and crates and buckets and small pieces of rope. Colouring in is always good, either inside or outside with some pavement chalk. And if all of those things aren't working for you, you can just add water, which is loose parts play with Tupperware in a nice warm bath. I even have friends who add a little bit of food colouring, not too much, you don't want your children to turn out green, although no one's going to see them for 3 weeks, so if you want green kids, then go for it. But you can get them to hose down outside surfaces, water the plants. Those sorts of things have a really calming effect. So it feels like the wrong thing to do because the restlessness is going to drive them to want you to entertain them or to keep them busy. But actually you'll get through the detox days faster if you just persevere and hold on to the idea that they can problem solve this themselves. You can give them a few suggestions, but after 2 or 3, I find it really helpful to say, well, I've given you all the ideas I have. I know you can solve this problem yourself. You can go away and think about it and find something that you want to do. And just keep repeating that phrase until they get lost in that moment. And I know all kids are different. And I'm not sure what your family dynamic is. And some of you are going to be attempting to work from home as well as have kids learning at home, which is a tricky dynamic. But I just really want to encourage you that free play is our kids' superpower. And it will bring this resilience, it'll bring happiness, it will take down their stress levels. And as they navigate that new level of adrenaline, that's not the stress of everyday normal busy life that they're used to, it can actually find a really nice rhythm. And I hope that's true for your family. So reach out if you need anything, and I hope that's been helpful for you as you start some of these new learning at home journeys this week. See you.